favourites now.
Well, you're having it now.
It is probably okay. I've not had it for a while, so I might.
Just think of
England.
crap.
Yeah. Alrighty. Hi. Woohoo.
So, a girl there, and she was some guy. Well, one anyway, so it's not a girl, but there's some guy there that he did something. Oh, it will look really nice and all. With some cream. What's it called? Oh, he was doing an 80s theme, so at the time, Black Forest Gatto was very popular back then. So he did it, and it's got cream in it. Of course, she said, she says, I don't like whipped cream, I don't like single cream, I don't like this, she's banging on, so they kind of get buzzed. The person that was cooking was a female. And, well, look, this is really nice. And he went, but I thought you said you didn't like cream. Oh, don't get me started!
Oops.
It's like rolling his...
Oh, gone everywhere.
Oh, the person after that also did something with cream.
So it just didn't go in.
And she said, oh, I don't like... Oh, I don't know. Cream within cream, I don't know. Some such crap she came out with while she didn't like.
Right.
Like his particular cream. He would anyway, didn't
No. One sec.
he? Yeah, I don't know. Millennial. He's living bitching all over the place. The men were like rolling their eyes a lot because, well, when you start doing their thing, men know it's pointless because they get over the top, they get slated down. Of course, people are going to be on their side, kind of thing. They end up rolling their eyes and just taking it on the chin. And I don't like this and I don't like that. That's what I'm thinking like. Oh dear. But found it okay when it was somebody else cooking it.
Let me try something.
Oh no. I'll do it so. Now, he says couldn't cook for 10 minutes, but I'm just going to do it for 5 because I don't need that. Like it with the crunch rather than soggy.
I like crunch as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That'll be somebody. Could be Dad.
Oh shit, I better take these ears off. Not sure it'll be... These? They're huge. Let me put the little ones on at least. They're a bit big. Let me put the little ones on. There we go.
So for your dad, you not only remembered something he wanted, which was his crunchy biscuits, you also changed what you... But you wouldn't, mind you willing to show your middle section, that won't go down well.
I don't care about that. Well, I do. He is a man. Hiya.
Hello.
Hello. It's a bit dark, sorry.
Oh, good. Why is this?
Because we're not using lights at the moment because we're trying to save monies.
Oh!
Yes, Harry got it. Lost my tarragon.
Oh!
What's the tarragon? L-U.
Lost my tarragon.
Oh, that's very careless.
You did buy some, didn't you?
Bloody Nora. Where's the tarragoni?
You did it, yeah.
Uh-oh. What do I put instead of tarragon then? Can't find tarragon. Tarragon.
I'll help you find it, just a
Oh, I
sec.
can't find it, spotted.
What the? Oh, it's there.
It's all beat. Panic over.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it was under these feet.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Then
It's under some feet.
let's have a look at this. Wow. I like the way you've cubed all these up. It looks really good.
Yes.
They look like chicken pieces.
Yes.
In fact, you know what they look like? Tofu pieces.
They're, they're-
Yeah.
they're not that square. I've
You seem squarer.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
the
me
tofu
too.
pieces are very, very square. That's how you know. And sometimes just slightly oblong. But they're very precisely cut. I don't know. I've seen the.
Yeah. Well, do you remember that time when we had to buy those other chicken pieces? They weren't. I think they were still Quorn, but they were different somehow, and they tasted horrible. And they tasted like tofu, and they were They were like that square, you know,
Too soft. Yes, that's right.
very square.
Anything that's. Yeah, I don't like that. We're getting too. Getting too sloppy for me. No, I don't like that. So continue.
Mum.
What we need is put these on.
Mum, my dad didn't say anything about the middle section. I think he understands it's the fashion to show off your middle.
Well, I understand it's a fashion, Kirsty, but you know what? There was loads of fashions I didn't follow because I didn't agree with it. So, just because it's the fashion. So you're willing to wear things that show your nipples, your backside, literally your backside.
No.
Right. So that's in fashion, Kirsty. So why are you wearing them?
But I like. It's not.
Right.
I haven't seen anybody wear the nipples.
Kirsty, it's in fashion.
Wear the nipples.
Whether you see it in this life, I don't know. In this world, part of the world, just it's in fashion.
Probably only acceptable with your skin.
So therefore,
We don't care, do we?
fashion for the idiots.
We can fashion off.
Make your own fashion.
I do make my own
Now, I
fashion.
need some mustard, please.
I like it.
Now, how long? A piece of string.
Ta-da! Look, it's tubey mustard.
Oh, yeah, forgot that.
It's easier than the jar. So the jar you have to go like that and go dollop.
How long does chicken pieces, these fillets take then?
I don't really know.
Well, can you find out, please, for me?
Not long. Probably 5 minutes. Ooh, 7. I've got 7. Thirsty again. Oh, 12 on the hob. Is it where you put it in a sauce, though? What? One time I said 12, you went 12!
So, the third time, does it say 12 minutes?
It says 12 minutes. See, I said 12 last
Now,
time.
listen. I want to let this boil, okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to turn it down for me. Then, do 12 on the thingy.
Okay, when it boobles. Okay. Booble, boobly boob.
I'm going to put that on. It'll quickly anyway. And then you can take it off while it's simmering if you like. Alright. Oh, milk. You didn't get any milk.
That's not very nice of me, is it? Royal advisor. Do you want a cup of tea?
Go on then.
Sure.
Have you got real milk?
We've got goat's milk as always. Oh, you like it normally?
Try it. Go on.
Okay, it's skimmed, so should be okay. Mum, he does want a cup of tea after all that. Probably will do with you making it, so. You're a good boy.
Put some more water in. Put one there too. Literally really will be fresh.
Put out the hips on the chaps. Is it okay if I go and get changed now? Yay! Smells nice now. It's got mustard.
The oven off.
All right.
Not oven, hot.
The hob off.
Hob off.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Put that away, please.
I am
Put that.
I am doing.
Ow.
Ow. Sorry about that. People talking right now. Let's get back on there. Alright, so I'll be going upstairs now, so be quiet. Take my leg warmers and my tail up. I get a lot of mixed messages, you know. 1 minute my mum is saying, don't wear that in front of your dad or whatever. And the next minute she's saying, oh, don't take it off. Just because he's there. He doesn't understand. Very mixed messages. 1 minute I'm being told I should just be myself and they've just got to put up with it. The next minute they're saying, oh, it's best not to, so you don't rock the boat or whatever. I'm like, I think I'll just go for, I'll just wear it when I want to freaking wear it, I think. But you can guarantee that the next time I say I'm going to wear it in front of my dad, my mum will be like, oh no, you can't wear that in front of him. So yeah, it's quite confusing. I got these, supposed to be claw paw things. Oh well. Came with a costume I got a long time ago, but kind of cute, I suppose. Oh my. That scale is rubbish. So I can talk now for a bit while I'm up here. Let's see. Do I take plastic? Did you get the thunderstorm? No. Royal advisor. Do you want me to ask for some advice? Do you want me to let me think of a question. So, Richard has given me money, has he? I didn't see anything come through. Put out some hits on the chaps. I could say, give me all your money or I'll do a hit. I put 20, on the GoFundMe thing. That's good, isn't it? Okay, so remember it's the mafia boss needs about 140 or 150, I think. I've just done I just rounded it up at 200. I said I just require probably about 150 to cover the damn thing. I haven't even done it yet, you know. I think everybody's left. Oh no, they're still here. I haven't paid it yet because I'm terrified that when I pay it, you know, we'll run out of money. Stupid. It's absurd. Whoever heard of a mafia boss running out of money? Better not happen for too long. Just can't. It's just not allowed to happen. That is it. And what else? Yes, I must do as I wish. Indeed. I was gonna wear a suit for y'all today, but it's kind of conflicted because it's kind of hot in here and it's cold outside, so it's very hot in here, especially upstairs. It gets very hot upstairs. Maybe I should open the window, but then I'll fall out the window, so let's not do that. Just kidding. I'm kind of leaning on a box that's leaning on the window. That's all right. Now I know I'm good. I'm good being hot. I don't like the draft. Let's get rid of the draft. I can do something on the GoFundMe page soon. Okay, then that's great. Thanks a lot. That'll be great. And when it's paid, when I pay it, it'll arrive here, and I'll get to show you all. Oh no! I'll get to show it to you all. Go out! Go on, shoo! Bloody midges, get out! Midges, get out! Midges, get out! That's the other reason why I don't open windows. It's the other. He's right down there. It's the other reason why I don't open windows, because I don't like things in the bloody flying things in the house. Would you guys want to see me in a suit sometime, by the way? Probably just not today. Because I'll have to stop this soon, because, you know, I have to go and, I suppose, see my dad. I just came up here to get changed. You would? Okay. So, apart from the legs now, when they come, it'll be great. But apart from the legs, I think I got everything I need. Apart from black hair. I need black hair. Because mafia bosses don't really have blonde hair, do they have black hair, so need black hair. Do you think I'd suit black hair? I mean, you know, if I had it dyed black. My mum doesn't think I would suit it, but she says I'm too fair and too pale. I mean, look at me, I look like I've got no eyelashes or eyebrows. But that's okay, because I can just draw on black eyebrows and put, you know, eyeliner on or something. You know, for the rest of the time. Obviously, I'll be doing that for Halloween. For Halloween, I'm going to try and make myself look like a man. So I can't do very girly makeup, but I've got to do some kind of makeup to make myself look like the character. So I've got to give myself sort of anime eyes somehow. Black anime eyes. And I'll be doing the stripe and the white face. My face is already white, so I've got that covered, so black stripe, black eyebrows. I need a black eyebrow pencil. I'm going to get a black eyebrow pencil for that. And I mean, I could use my liquid eyeliner, couldn't I? So what I'd do is I'd get like a sponge or a, you know, one of those brushes, and I would just go over my face with that stuff. What's it called? The concealer and the foundation and whatever other bloody things there are. And I suppose I'd have to colour my eyebrows, and then I could just draw them on with the liquid eyeliner. I suppose I could do that. And that would make them more striking. But I won't be using the same one as I do on my actual eyes, because apparently that's really unhygienic. Oh, nice. All my fans have gone. I was up to about 9 and now it's about 3. Very rude leaving me like this. Disgusting. This Sam Poole, he said he was going to message me, you know, but I don't know where. He said he's messaged me, but I don't know where. because I have so many freaking social media things. Me, as always, me, Richard, and Sam. It's just 3 people. Who else? Who else? Dad of Dragon, and whatever Dad of Dragon was there, but I think he's gone. Disappeared. Yep. These are some good fans. These are some good fans. Yep. Unlike some who aren't really fans. Blonde bosses. Especially when the blonde hair is more yellow. And not whatever the hell colour this is supposed to be. Looks like the colour of ash. My hair looks like an ashtray. It's like an ashtray. This here is the part that's coloured. Yes, there. That's it. There it is. I think she's done more underneath than she did on top. She's supposed to have done it blonde, like bright blonde, and purple. And she said once the purple washes out, you'll see the blonde. So, but I don't see any blonde apart from that little teeny tiny streak there. You can see it in the dark more than you can in the light. And there's a really blonde bit underneath, which is pointless, really. It's not brown. It's supposed to be blonde. So, do you think I'd look good with black hair? Because I'm going to need black hair for the Halloween thing. That's if I go. I mean, I've got to be quiet. I've not heard anything about the I've not heard anything about the Monster March thing yet. So last year they gave me a message or whatever. In August. Supposed to it could be well in advance, but I've not heard anything about it. So I'm kind of getting worried that they're not doing it this year. So that would be really, really tragic, because that means I'll have bought these fursuit legs for just wearing around the house and just making videos with, I guess. I wanted them done this year so I could wear them, so I'd have them ready for, you know, the Monster March, so I could wear them in public. But now, if that doesn't happen, I guess I'll have them but nowhere to go and wear them. So that would be really tragic. What the hell's wrong with my nose? So we'll just... I guess I'll wait. If not, I'll just... What the hell is wrong with my nose? What is that lump? What the hell is that? It's odd. God, I have this little lumpy nose. So yesterday when I was doing a live stream, one of the people that was watching my live streams said I was very angry or something for a pretty girl or something. I wasn't really... I know I was shouting at the camera, but I wasn't really angry as such. I was just like more passionate than anything really. So when I get passionate, I tend to shout a lot. I suppose like a mix of anger, but it's not like, you know, terrible anger. It's the kind of anger you conjure up when you're just talking about a very passionate subject, something that you're passionate about. And also when you're sort of trying to drive home a point. It was just me sort of being more, whatever, ranting. Ranting, yes, I suppose. Like a boss. It's fun to rant, you know. It would be good if there was a job whereby you could get paid to rant, because I could be very good at that. And a job where you could just sit around and do nothing and just get paid to do that. That would be great. That would be splendid. Seeing as how I'm trying to raise money now, I was thinking about getting one of those kind of jobs where you know, like kids, the kind that kids get, where they do sort of things for neighbours, and then, you know, they pay them to do stuff. So the thing that I was going to do was I was going to go around and sort of walk people's dogs for money, because I like walking dogs. So, and offer a training service as well. So I'd be walking the dogs and training them, or just training them if that's what they wanted. Most people around here walk their own dogs. They're not lazy. I don't know who needs a dog walker, really. I think it's fun walking a dog, but heck, maybe they can't always do it. So I'd be walking their dogs and training them. So I was thinking of doing that. I thought that might be fun. But what the heck would I say? Just like knock on people's doors and say, "Give me your dog. Pay me money and I'll take your dog away from you." I don't know. I was thinking of saying, oh, I don't know. I want to walk your dog. Give me your money. I don't know. Just kidding. I'm going to say, I don't know. It's like, there's a few things I thought of. Maybe the advisor could give me some advice. Do your job. I think I'm being called. You think of some ways I can say it. Okay, so I'm saying my little sister walks dogs. She started a business called Canyon Canines. Right, I'll say that. I think I've been yelled and screamed at. So yeah, it'd be like a side business, me doing like dog training and walking. Of course, I'd train them on the walk. But I could come into people's houses and train their dogs if they want. But I couldn't do it while they were looking, because I'm not like totally I mean, I am confident. It's weird, but I'm not. I'm not, you know, confident about doing it in front of people, because in my experience, like my dog JD, he doesn't focus on me. So he'll focus more if my mum's in the room or if somebody else is there. What do I say on the fucking flyer? I will walk your dog, but you must pay me. I don't want them to think that I'm like offering to walk the dog for free, though. I want them to know that they have to pay me. I suppose I could put the price on. I walk your dog for, and how much do I charge for it anyway? About 20 quid. Do you think 20 quid will do? So remember, I'm training them as well, so give flyers to your neighbours. Anonymously, I'll just put them through their doors. I don't really know the neighbours. You know, they don't really talk to me, so I don't even know if they like me. I know they've got a dog. They've got a dog. They've got a dog. They've got a dog. Dog. German Shepherd. Boxer. Oh, sorry, just Boxer, because they moved, didn't they? Okay. How about 10 quid? And I could just like say, well, if you want me to train the dog as well, it's 5 quid extra. So 10 to walk the dog. Or maybe 5 to walk the dog and 10 to train the dog. I don't really know. Maybe you could do go half and half. 10 quid. 10 quid to walk the dog or train the dog. Or both. Do they have a dog? Yeah, they have a dog as well, don't they? They have a Jack Russell. They've got a dog that really needs training. The Jack Russell seems to be okay, but it's not great. Everybody's dog really needs training around here, but the worst one is Sassy. The, what is she? One of them popular dogs that everybody seems to like these days. Shih Tzu, I think. I think she's a crossbreed. So, Shih Tzu crossbreed. Everybody's got Shih Tzus around here. My dad has one as well. So Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu. The other Shih Tzu is called Gizmo. He lives on the main road with his owner. He's the most intelligent breed. Yeah, they are hyper. Oh, and down there we've got about, I think it's 3 sausage dogs. A mother, father and pup. So I've got a few dogs to work with. They might not want them walked, because I see them walking their dogs all the time. They might not want them walked, but they might want them trained, because they really do need training. All these dogs around here. The sausage dogs are okay, but they do bark a lot. They do kind of get aggressive towards people and dogs, I think. There's a poodle on that street that really needs training. What else do we got? We got a Doberman that is very has terrible anxiety, both separation and it just barks all the time, and it whines, and it's just very anxious. My dog didn't like that dog at all. That German Shepherd is always fecking barking. I bet it's very pulley on the lead. I've never seen them walk that dog. That dog just seems to be trapped in that little tiny box for a garden that they've got. A yard, sorry. It's literally the size of a box. I'm not exaggerating. It's literally the size of a big box. And the house is probably the size of this room. So, it doesn't have much room. And I've never seen it out walking, so I think they might want it walked. And my immediate neighbour over there, that's just across, doesn't seem to walk the dog that much, and it's very fat. It's, Bichon Frise. They do. That dog doesn't get much stimulation or exercise. They just leave a bowl of food out for it, like constantly, permanently. The dog doesn't seem to eat the food really, but it does crave it. It loves treats. That would be a very easy dog to train. I managed to train it to sit when I was there at their house. I couldn't get it to lie down. I got it to give me its paw because it seemed to do that automatically to try and get the treat off me. So I decided to do paw instead. Eventually did that. So that dog is very treat motivated, so it would be very easy to train. But they don't really take advantage of that. And they give it chocolate, by the way. They feed it chocolate, which is not really good for dogs. They say it's okay because it's light, it's light chocolate, it's milk chocolate. But no, it's just not really. That dog's got so many problems with it. It's got allergies. It's always flecking and itching. It doesn't look right at all. It's fat, it's bored, doesn't get played with. And they don't even let it out for a wee that often. I've rang the doorbell and they've opened the door and immediately the dog will whip out and have a wee. And they've been like there the whole time. They could have been letting it out. I don't know why they don't let it out. Strange. But anyway, yeah, so I've had that before. So if it wasn't for me, that dog wouldn't have gone out for a wee. So yeah, that dog really needs... I don't know the situation with any of the other dogs, by the way, because I've not been to any of their houses, but I know that one because I've been to their house a few times, and I know the way they treat it. They're not really abusive or neglectful as such, but, No, they're not really bad. They're just obviously don't know very well how to raise a dog properly. They don't abuse it or anything. They just don't really bother with it that much. I know. I was thinking, very seldom do people actually do research on how to train or treat dogs. I think everybody should learn how to do that before they get one and while they've got one. My mum is the same. Me and my mum, when we got JD, she thought she knew how to raise dogs because she's raised dogs before, but JD and our last dog, Baldrick, were both very similar, and they both jumped up a lot. They both look very similar, like, you know, you've seen JD, so Baldrick looks very similar, but a very ugly version of JD. He had this horrible face. It was like flattened. So yeah, I know he was part Labrador and part Pitbull. I don't know what JD is, but he's a similar look, but I think nicer looking. So I'm thinking Labrador Greyhound, I'm thinking of JD is, because he's got that sort of mottled coat, hasn't he? So about 8 years into having JD, I decided to look up how to train. I got my very first training book, and everything in it that I read sounded about right. Sounded everything like I already believed in, but I didn't know exactly how to train him to stop or to do stuff. So I learned a lot from that book, but I also, like I say, already knew that stuff, some of it. Like that you should ignore dogs if they're mithering you. I already knew to do that. And you shouldn't have a dog in your bedroom, especially on your bed, because then they think that they're the boss. They think they're the leader if they have the privilege of sleeping with the boss in the boss's room. That sounds really nice. I'd love German Shepherds. I want to train JD, my dog, my current dog. I want to train him to attack on command and stop, and not attack like bite, but I mean like and growl and bark at people on command and look really fierce, and maybe lunge a little, but not actually bite them. They don't know, do they? You know, I won't say, oh yes, well I trained him to attack you, but not to bite you. I won't be saying that. Obviously, I just want him to look scary when on command, because that would have been really funny. I could have really challenged that guy who went, "What you looking at?" Oh, that sounds cute. Fluffy things. Ah, lovely. You cannot wait to train other people's dogs. That's the thing. I've not trained other people's dogs. I would love to. I've trained my dog. Luckily for me, when I first started training JD, my mum was more agreeable. But now she's more, you know, a bit more stubborn about it, and she prefers to do it her way, which is basically mollycoddling him and letting him do whatever he wants to do. But because I've already made him kind of a bit more, what's that word, where they go from being boisterous and the more not boisterous, he's calmed down a bit since I've been training him. So the only time when he acts like really excited and boisterous is if he's going out, particularly with my mum, because she allows him to do that. So he will like run around and barge around under her feet, you know, around her feet, around her legs. I've trained him sort of to be calm until I get him outside, then he can, you know, run after the ball. So he has to follow me, and then he has to sort of sit before I will let him out. And he can only come outside when I give him the cue. So I will leave the door wide open, and he has to sit until I say, okay. And then he goes, and then he has to go and wee in that spot over there, but nowhere else, just that spot. Because if I let him wee where he wants to, he always goes for that spot over there, that one, and that's where all the sticks are, which is the ones I'm going to be picking up and putting in the brown bin, so I don't need them to have pee all over them. But he always wants to go to that spot there, but that's because my mum allows him to go to that spot, but I get him to go to that spot over there. I don't mind him peeing anywhere else, just not that spot, and certainly not on the chairs and tables, which he has been known to pee on one of the chairs, even though I trained him not to do that. I caught him in the act once, well, about to, and I immediately stopped him. Isn't he gonna give me less? What do you mean? Does she allow your dogs to do whatever? I hate that. I can't stand owners who spoil their dogs and let them just do whatever they want to do and don't, correct them or train them to do anything. A trained dog is much more easy to live with. JD's not very, very obedient. Especially if there's anybody else around, it's hard for me to get him to focus on me and do what I want him to do. And because he's so focused on the other person, if he does do what I want him to do, he will sort of mess up and do the wrong thing, if that makes sense. So I'll tell him to go in his bed, and he might go in his bed, right? And then I'll tell him to come to me. And instead of coming to me, he'll just go in the other bed. Because he's too freaking distracted by the other person. But I don't want him to go in that bed because he's wet. So he's not allowed in that bed if he's wet. Anyway, I better go because my mum and dad will be waiting for me. So I've got to go get changed now. I'll live stream tomorrow maybe. Or what day is it tomorrow? It's Thursday. I might do. I might not. Depends how I'm feeling. Just stay tuned. My face is very hot and red. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye for now.